tarp their way out. But now we're going to jump right on over to Gamers Origin. Miz right there, and our current elim leader is Sir. Sitting on 3 elims.
3 elims, 48 players left. A very similar area of the map, actually, is where we're hopping on into.
Yeah, right over on kind of that snowy and grass area biome just outside of Tilted, heading over towards Shifty as we jump on board with Ms. Daedra already being taken out. 48 players remaining, 25 duos, so only 2 solo riders hanging out here.
You see the E11 members being focused by basically everyone right now on that western side of the zone. Miz just boxed up, trying to just be, again, I always say, kind of trying to be a shadow. Just want as little attention drawn towards you as possible when you're by yourself. I mean, look, it looks like he's been through war. Look at the health of his baller as well. 130 total builds. I think the silver lining right here. Trying to preemptively get set up in the zone. This is what we talk about. We say these ballers give you basically a free rotation in these late game moments. But, oh, Miz's baller gets ripped by Ricky and Java. So now it's just all down to Miz and the fancy footwork that surround these zones. Shots coming in, does get 1 tag on the player gliding. Opens up the window.
This is such a great edit, and to keep right hand both times. Will he be able to... And the fact that he then re-edits the wall so that all the materials drop on his side, he now is going to put down the poison dart trap. It fires from 3 squares away. Yep. He owns this ramp, so if the other pressure players and a dart goes off, he can get the connection. But now he's on max match with a little bit of that storage space in the center of the next zone, so a ton of players are going to have to rotate. For a solo effort, that's fantastic.
Yeah, this is already a great job right now. The big question that will remain if you're a fan of Miz, can they reach the top 15 for the placement points? We'll keep you up to date on that one. Kinzel all the way up top. You see players dropping on in. It's a full-fledged spray. They're trying to get anything they can, Sundown.
Yeah, and Kinzel and Villex, if you are unfamiliar with them, Kinzel has been around since the very beginning, doing incredibly well in the showdown. So it was so good from them, utilizing the heavy snipe, knowing they don't have a second sniper, so instead...
Oh, no, they do. They got a boom bow.
That's what that was. The boom coming through with it. Oh my god. Yeah, so heavy snipe immediately swapped to the AR, boom bow plus the headshot, taking down that 100-100 player. That was a brilliant combo.
Yeah, it's a great bit of teamwork. Uh-oh. Seems like there's a little bit of a close range fight for the moment right there. Jarkos and Zeke, 2 eliminations so far, 6 impulse grenades. You know, as someone who's a fan of Fortnite, my favorite game in the world, play it basically every single day. It's my job to play it and just cast it. I am so happy impulse grenades are back. They just add such a fun layer to the game. They're flashy. It's just one of those pure fun items that I think perfectly sums up a game like Fortnite. But what's kind of funny is they're like the lowest level for me of on the tier list of movement items, right? Like, sure, you're not really the happiest, you're stuck with just impulses, but moments like this, they could come into use, and I love that we're seeing it right away. Look at this. Yes, they're risky. Yes, you take fall damage, but that just saved Jarkos from being stuck in that zone, gave him a get-out-of-jail-free card. I'm so happy they've been added back.
I mean, look what happened to Zeke, who didn't get one. One player bonks his head, is able to utilize the impulse to get midway into the zone and find another launch pad. The other player doesn't have the impulses and then has to take...
Yep, it's so perfectly done. Right there, Villex all over the engagement feed with 2 elims right there, removing Rennick and Sir from this one. They're basically playing protect the baller right now as money. It's already that one shot, but still, the opportunity to use that to scale one of these mountains could be priceless. Rift being used. Everyone tunneling along the low side of this cliff because MM and D-Rocks on the high side of this. Dark now one shot. Blackie now a limb. Harry frantically trying to build out of the zone. As there's now 26 players remaining, and just like that, we're now in our top 15 of the duos.
Yeah, top 15, so everyone getting the 3 points. Blackie, unfortunately, being dropped just before there, so missing out there. A great edit play for money, but it's going to drop down. Finds the other player, 105, and converts with the AR. Can he get the siphon out and then protect himself? Puts down the trap just to make sure, and then gets a second to kind of reevaluate before he has to rotate out.
Oh my goodness, you gotta bust through this metal. There we go, get through.
Hello?
The pump.
Hello?
Was that Was it an enemy trap? It was.
I think it was. He needs to get that and drop through the floor. Can he do it? The other one's going to fire, and he does. But there's somebody waiting. Again, we talked about the backside of the circle. It's so incredibly hectic. And the players who are ready to fight and on their practice, just like that. Seamus, what?
Brilliant reaction time. Seamus with a stacked inventory at the moment. Would probably like to have a few more materials, but we'll have to make do now. 20 builds left, 14 players remaining. Boom, boom.
RPG in the box right over next to him, but great pickup on the broken. He wants to try and convert and get over and see whatever materials are there, but he heard the RPG reload come out right there from C-Bus, so he doesn't want anything to do with that.
NGK just fell down from the high ground. I'm not sure if they were out of mats or got shot out, but there's the fall damage. Seabus dropping down. Azayanite all the way up top, beginning to waterfall. This lobby dropping like flies. We're down to 4 players, 3
Seabus,
players,
that was incredible.
2 players. Seabus all by themselves. There's the look on the right side of both POVs. Azayanite back up top, hearing the minis get popped.
This is so tense right now. Seabus is going for the challenge, looking for the edit out, and is trying to retake this high ground. He's not giving it to him, though, and Seabus gets the high ground from him.
Did hit one shot. There it is! Azayanite with the elimination and the victory royale. A beautiful flick in the final moments. It was Seabus who was making the hero plays that you saw. But Azayanite hops on in, wins the 1v1, and secures those extra 3 placement points.
That was